I'm Hannah Fuehring. I am a Shelby native. I currently live in Hart. I've been in Oceana County my whole life. Funny story of how I got into healthcare, my husband's mom was actually an allied health teacher of mine. I became a CNA my senior year of high school, and that kind of sparked my interest. When I was 19, I had cancer, and it was stage 4. They were like, you gotta stop everything, you need to focus on trying to live. So I quit, and I took a year and did chemo for 6 months and had a whole bunch of tests and surgeries, and it was a lot. It was daunting. I had a nurse, and she was like a rock for me during chemo, and she kind of told me to keep going. You're gonna make it, and you're gonna be an awesome nurse one day. I got my acceptance letter to nursing school in April 2020. In the initial, like, oh my gosh, I made it, I did it, this is amazing. And about a month later, you're like opening the mail and you see, this is how much it's gonna cost, we need it by this date. I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to be a nurse, so what are my options? And they sent out a little pamphlet almost of Michigan Works and what they offer with that cost sheet. I almost immediately called the number and I was like, hey, what can I do? And they were like, oh yeah, we can totally help you. That's the school we work with, and started the process almost immediately. And then within a few emails, I had some testing to do, did that testing, and then they were able to pay for my schooling each semester, my books, my stethoscope that I brought today, scrubs, shoes. They paid for everything to get me started in the program. So it was really nice to have that support and know that I could go to school and quit working full-time and have that support from the community. Because nurses are needed a lot around here. Doctors aren't always in the room. They're not always talking to the patient. Sometimes they don't see them every day. It's your job to listen to their needs. They're not making it up. They know their body more than you do. Nursing school is hard to begin with. I mean, just the course load alone is a full-time job, and then you have clinicals on top of it, so it's like working for free. It's all rewarding, but when it comes down to it, you're looking, can I advance my life or can I sustain my life right now? And trying to pay for advancing your life while you're sustaining your life is not an option for everybody, especially in the community we live in. I mean, we're pretty rural and we don't have a lot of funding. I wanted to give up on schooling altogether because I was like, this is just a lot. I'm really young, I don't want to do it. So finding Michigan Works really gave me 100% confidence that I could do it. Our community is really small. It's like 2 square miles. So our county is. Everybody knows everybody. Knowing that you're taking care of your classmate's grandma or your friend's brother is really rewarding. You want to make sure you're doing your best. You love giving back to the community, at least I do. The community that helped get me through one of the toughest battles of cancer and living is the same community I'm able to give back in with my career and service, so I find that really rewarding. Scholarships and funding are very daunting for college students, so Michigan Works looks at the whole picture, like, hey, when we take that money away and you're full-time in nursing school, what's gonna happen? And so they look at that and they're like, hey, we'll pay for this, this, and that, don't worry about it. And that was a blessing. Stacy emails me probably every week if I had a question, and she'll the next week have an answer or funding or anything that I need. Thanks for always being there. Because of her, I'm a nurse today, and if it wasn't for her, I'm not sure I would be. So she really, really was a good resource and able to shape my career. I felt like they were always there, they were always willing to help and make sure I succeeded, and they still do check in. My #1 goal is to end up in oncology. I feel like it would be a full circle for me, really rewarding, and that's my dream. Nursing's always going to be tough, but it's rewarding. You're always going to be learning, you're always going to be caring, and you're always going to be uplifted by your community, and you're there helping them. like the impact you have on that is you can make their worst day just a little bit better, then you've done your job.